Ryan Salazar here at my favorite booth, one of my favorite booths in South Hall, AJA Video. How you doing, Abe?
I'm doing great today, Ryan. Thank you for the kind words. First of all, it's one of my favorite booths as well.
Yeah, I get excited like there's a celebrity in town when I see AJA for sure.
Oh, awesome. Well, I mean, I kind of still get the same feeling. I've been working here for 15 or 16 years at this point. So, I mean, I'm starstruck by all of our folks, especially our engineers making all this awesome stuff. We actually get to meet them and interact with them at the show. It's really cool.
That's awesome. So let's talk about maybe your more popular products. By the way, I've worked with your products for years. The Kona devices back in the day I was using, and we have Helos at our studio and whatnot.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, much appreciated. First of all, I hope they're treating you well. We have awesome tech support, just in case they're not. But yeah, I mean, this show, of course, NAB 2024, we're excited to be here. We always like to bring lots of cool stuff to show our customers. Mainly this year, this is all about updates. Kind of the thing AJA likes to do. We make products, but we keep them around for a really, really long time. I mean, you said you've got a lot of our gear. Some of that stuff you probably had for a decade or more, and we still update a lot of it. So that's kind of a theme here, is everything in this booth is stuff that is available, it's shipping. We can ship in quantities, kind of been a thing the past few years with a lot of folks, us included. It's hard to get parts lately.
Sure.
Not anymore. I mean, we've got all of our stuff here. So everything here is real, everything here is available, and we got some exciting updates to some of our best and most popular products. I'd love to show you some of them.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, right on. Well, let's just, we got another video. See, popular venue here. So, well, let's just kind of stand here right in front of our color management wall here. So AJA has kind of become like an industry leader in the world of color management. It all started with our FS HDR. We partnered with our friends at ColorFront, and we took our popular FS4 frame synchronizer and converter and put the ColorFront engine in it. ColorFront engine is a Academy Award winning color science engine. It essentially does HDR to SDR, SDR to HDR, or various HDR to HDR conversions. So that got built into the FS4. We called it the FS HDR, and that was actually quite a few years ago, and we're constantly updating it. And so we've released some updates for it this year, and then we've also released some updates for kind of its little sister or little brother product, the Color Box. Color Box is one of the most exciting things that we've ever built, honestly, in my opinion. I've been here for a while. I've seen some cool stuff. I've seen the launch of the Key Pro. I've seen the launch of some of our really innovative, like high frame rate replay products. Color Box blows my mind. So what it is, it's an inline color transform box. So real-time inline color transform. So 12G SDI in, HDMI in, 12G SDI out, HDMI out, and what it'll do is allow you to inject a lookup table or various other specialized color transform modules of sort, for lack of a better term, and have a real-time effect on the color of your video. So what's in there? I mean, there's various different color pipelines. We have the AJA color pipeline, kind of a do-it-yourself, roll your own type of thing. We have the ColorFront pipeline, which is similar to what's in the FS HDR. So it's a ColorFront engine, HDR to SDR, SDR to HDR, all that. Then we also have optional BBC HLG LUTs. So this is Emmy Award-winning lookup tables from the BBC. We just updated them to version 1.7. That's in both the FS HDR and in the Color Box. And then the newest, greatest, latest thing we have in there is the ACES color pipeline. ACES is the Academy. The Academy Awards. Everyone's heard of them, especially around here. So ACES is basically the Academy Color Encoding System. So what ACES actually is it's basically a set of instructions that kind of amounts to a recipe for affecting the color of your video. And this is all standardized stuff. As the ACES folks say, they've democratized color. I like that term. It really explains it well. So these recipes are these things called AMF files. AMF files contain complicated instructions, input transforms, output transforms, color transforms. All of these things are things that are applied at various stages of the process in order to maintain color continuity. And typically, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to inject these things into your workflow. Well, we've really simplified it. We have been certified by the ACES folks to be able to take these AMF files and inject them into the color box and use them to affect the color of your image. This is the first hardware device, first standalone hardware device where you can actually take these AMF files, inject them in the device, and it'll actually unpack them and apply them properly. So super excited about that. It's a big honor to be the first at anything. Then we've also partnered with our friends at Palmfort. They have live grade software, awesome color grading software. And live grade, we've actually got kind of a dual vendor certification going on with ACES. So Palm Fort Live Grade is ACES certified. It'll take those AMF files, it'll unpack them, and it'll send information to the color box and allow the color box to affect the image with the ACES AMF file. So it's super exciting stuff. Big honor to have it here, and actually we won some awards for it already. So I guess everyone likes it too.
Fantastic. Abe Apt at the AJA video booth. Love your products. You mentioned Kona. I love my Konas. I have a couple. Actually, we have 2 of the newer ones, and the quads.
Awesome.
And I had the older ones, the original ones too.
Super.
And some FS1s.
Hey, super.
I think they were FS1s, right?
Oh yeah.
FS2?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it started with FS1. Then we have FS2 was the next one around.
Yep.
We have a newer version of the FS1, the FS1X. But I mean, cool thing is all these products. I mean, we still support them. I mean, I was actually just talking to one of my customers the other day. He's got an FS1. He's like, I'm having a couple issues with the thing. The screen's being a little weird. We ran the serial number on it. It's 16 years old, and basically he needed to turn it off and turn it back on, and it was all good.
Oh, that's funny.
So they're pretty robust.
Yeah.
But speaking of Konas, we have another little update.
Yeah,
I'd totally love to share it with you.
Sure.
It's in our desktop I/O section.
Yep. Let's actually move over here just a little
right
bit.
on,
Yep.
we can move. We'll dodge the obstacles here. All good. Okay, so in the desktop I/O section, this is Kona World. So
Yep.
Kona cards, I/Os, T-taps, all this great stuff. One cool thing about all these products, they're unified under the same SDK and driver set.
Okay.
So when we update our software, it affects everything here. Big update just happened, and this was an update filled with customer requests. So it's our 17.1 software update. It's going to be a free download. And so anybody that uses Kona or I/O products can take advantage of this when it's available from our website pretty soon. And big update in there is our treatment of metadata. AJA has always loved to respect people's metadata. It's important stuff. It really kind of started with our handling of closed captioning. We were kind of pioneers in closed captioning conversion and closed captioning capture and handling and all that. Well, what we're doing now with 17.1, we actually fully support SCUDY 104 ad insertion data. Big customer requests, especially in the streaming world right now. I mean, everyone's video is going online, and you can't do normal ad insertion with someone sitting at a switcher just watching it. There's ad insertion markers that pop up and automatically trigger ads. So we support that with all of our boards. You have SCUDY 104 data, we're going to support that. And it'll go into your capture application, and it'll be maintained and treated properly. We also added support for the dynamic metadata for Dolby Vision. So big deal. I mean, Dolby Vision, I don't know if you've seen it or if the audience is familiar with it. It is beautiful stuff. So Dolby Vision fully supported across all of our boards here that are HDR compliant. And yeah, I mean, no new real hardware here. I mean, the Kona X we announced very, very recently. It's our latest and greatest Kona card. We're pretty excited about that. It's kind of the genesis of a new generation of Kona cards. We're kind of changing the way we do things with our boards. There's the opportunity to use like streaming DMA technology. It's a real exciting thing from the folks at NVIDIA. Basically, it gives us subframe latency with a capture card, which is kind of an unheard of thing, because usually with a capture card, you got to take frames, you got to capture them into a frame buffer, do the auto circulate thing, and then parse them to the processor. This one, nope, streams all the data just directly into the system, so your latency is subframe. Our VFX guys, our virtual set guys, our live streaming folks, our live event folks, they all love this. So super excited to have this out there. And we actually have several different versions of it. Ones with fans, ones without fans. We even have them certified for use in the medical imaging world. It's actually ISC 6061 certified, or 6601. It's hard to get those numbers right sometimes.
Excellent. Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much. Abe Apt at AJA Video. Love this booth. All kinds of toys I could buy and play with all day long. Thank you so much, man.
Right on. Thank you for coming by.
It's good seeing you.
Good seeing you as well. Love taking the time to talk to you.
All right, have a great show. I'll see you in 2025.
Right on. See you next year.